Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Great American Ballpark, game number 41 of the season. That's right, we're a quarter of the way done here. It's Cardinals Reds, game 3 of this 3-game series. There is your lineups out there. Lewis in left field, Stubbs in center field, Bruce out there in right field, Roland at third, Janish at second, Phillips at first, Phillips at second, Votto at first, Travis Woods pitching for Cincinnati, and Hernandez behind the plates. Woods is -1, Hernandez -2. There you go. Let's get to the action right away here. See if I can slide this over just a little bit more for you guys. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. Here we go. So Ryan Theriot against the left-hander. Travis Woods, a lefty. Let's see how we do against the lefty. 4-9 right-hander. 4-9. That's ground ball down to Roland. And Roland's going to snag that and throw it over to first for the out. One away. Nick Punto, 339 average. Nick Punto has 4 triples on the season so far. 4 triples. 5-7 against the right-hander. 5-7 is a walk. So he's going to walk Nick Punto. And that will bring up, he's an E-stealer. They will not hold him. They will not hold him. They will not dare test against Woods and Hernandez, I don't think. Albert Pujols, Albert, 327 average, 12 home runs, 35 RBIs. That is a 1-9, and if I remember, that is a good number for Albert Pujols, and it is. That is going to be a double. Could have been a home run, but the 20-sider said no home run this time. But I'm sorry, left-hander. I almost forgot. Travis Woods is a lefty. 1-9, and that one is gone. So it is a home run by Albert Pujols, his 13th of the season in game number 41. That is going to be a 2-run shot here in the first inning. Home run, Albert Pujols, left-hander. Thank God the lefty's out there, or else it would have just been a double. So 2-0 Cardinals. And we go to Matt Holliday. 5'10" righty, 5'10" catcher X. Got to get on my catcher chart here. Catcher X. Move that over on this side this time. Catcher X. That's going to be Hernandez. 4-1. Not very quick. 4-9, but there's nobody on, so I don't think it's going to matter. 4-9 is a pop out. He's going to pop out to the catcher. 4, 5, 6 on the E1, and that'll be fine. So it's going to be a pop up to the catcher. Pop out to the catcher. All right, so 2-away now here in the top of the first inning. Albert Pujols, his 13th home run of the season. Lance Berkman trying to catch up to Albert. He was tied with Albert going into this game at 12 home runs apiece for the team lead. That is a 3-7 lefty, 3-7, and that is going to be a double. As a 20-sider this time, it says that is a double. So a 2-out double by Lance Berkman puts him in scoring position for Yadier Molina. Yadi batting .262, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs. That is going to be a 2-8 lefty. 2-8, 1-7 single. No, it's going to be a line out down to Roland at third base. And Roland saving at least a run as he makes a great play there at third base. That is not third base, that's third base. And that's going to do it for the first. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors on the bottom of the first. And it's going to be Chris Carpenter. We will show you, of course, the lineups out there. Holliday in left, Jay in center, Berkman in right. Punto at third, Theriot at short, Green at second, Pujols at first, Carpenter -1 pitching, Molina -3 behind the plate. There you go. All right, let's get into it here. Drew Stubbs up first, center fielder. He hits one foul ball. Drew Stubbs against the right-hander Carpenter. Righty-righty matchup, 5-3 right-hander, 5-3. 5-ball left field X, that's Holliday. He's a 3E4. 3E4. I need to get my chart out here. 3E4. Uh-oh, 3 and a 3 does not sound helpful. Not at all. Nope, that'll be a double over his head. And a 13 on the E4. 13 on the E4. There is no error, but it will be a double by Stubbs. We could be in for a high-scoring game today. A double by Drew Stubbs. That brings up Janish, Paul Janish, 182 average. No home runs, only 5 RBIs. Part-time players only had 88 at-bats. Plays half the time there at short. 4-4, and the right-hander 4-4 says ground ball third base X. That's Punto. He's a 3E56. Good Lord. He's going to get to it, but the 11 on the E56, I didn't even know they went that high. 56. And 11 is an E1. So that is going to be an error. Just about every time it gets hit to him, it will be an error. So going to third is Stubbs, and they have runners at the corners, nobody out. Defense is going to go play back. They're going to play back. They're not going to hold anyone on. So give up the run. They want to double play at this point. 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6 is going to be walking. The bases are loaded. Walks. The bases loaded here in the first inning. That was Joey Votto. Brandon Phillips. Bases juiced here. Bottom of first. 2-0 for the Cardinals. Brandon Phillips. Still nobody out. Defense back. Nobody's holding. 5-9 right-hander. 5-9. That'll be a strikeout. So Carpenter finally gets his mojo going. Mojo rising. That brings up Jay Bruce, the lefty. Jay Bruce, still bases loaded, 1 out. 2-5. Strikes, strikes him out. He's a right-hander. Strikes him out. So back-to-back strikeouts by Carpenter. And is there a way, somehow, some way, they can get out of this inning without giving up a million runs? Scott Rowland's the last chance for the Reds here. 2 outs, bottom of first. 1-6, and that is a ground ball, second base, plus injury, but we're not doing injuries. So they are going to get out of this. This is a ground out. Stay on your base, stay on your base, stay on your base, and that is going to be a 4-3 put out. And the Cardinals, Chris Carpenter pumps his fist as he heads off the field after striking out 2 batters with the bases loaded in the bottom of the first inning and then getting the ground out. Chris Carpenter, wow. Well, Travis Woods comes back out. He let up a 2-run home run to Albert Pujols in the first. Let's see if he does any better here in the second. Tyler Green up. 5-4, right-hander, 5-4, walks him. So leadoff man is aboard for the Cardinals. That's going to bring up John Jay, the lefty. So lefty-lefty matchup, actually. Lefty-lefty. I'm surprised Jay got the start today. 3-12 lefty. 3-12 is a walk. So back-to-back walks by Tyler Wood is now giving the Cardinals something. And coming up is going to be Chris Carpenter. Corners will be in. Chris Carpenter will try the Buncharuski here. He is a bunter. He'll drop down to a B bunter, but he rolls a 3 on the B. Batter beats out bunt. Runners advance 1 base. So Chris Carpenter, not only does he get a good sack, he gets on himself. So we're going to give him, what do we call that? Do we call that a single then? Batter beats out bunt. Runners advance 1 base. Under the B column. Because he is an A, he drops down to a B. So we're just going to call that a single. I guess it's a single. It's not a sacrifice because he would be out. So I'm just going to put it in as a single. And now the bases are loaded as the Boobers start coming down here in Cincinnati here. Bases loaded for the Cardinals, nobody out. We're in the top of the second. Well, the Cardinals had The bases full and nobody out, and they didn't give up a run. Let's see if the Cincinnati Reds can do the same thing here in the top of this second. That is a 3-8. He's a lefty, 3-8. That's a fly ball. Left field, Lewis, he is a 2. I'm sorry, it's going to be a fly out, but it's a B question mark. So Tyler Green at third is going to try and tag up and head home. Lewis is a +2. So that's going to take him to he's already a 16 to run. +2 for Lewis is an 18. And they're not going to try and throw him out. They're just going to toss it in and make sure, it wouldn't have done him any good. So no advancement on the sacrifice fly there. Sacrifice fly by Terrio. Sacrifice fly, there we go. And it went out to left field. So Terrio gets a run for the Cardinals then, which the Reds couldn't do. And it brings up Nick Punto. 2-7 lefty, 2-7 ground ball, second base. Phillips throws it to Janish over to Votto, and that's going to do it. 4-6-3 on the double play. Out. Jay, you can go to third, doesn't matter. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. And once again, the Cardinals cannot get a big inning, but they do get a one spot there on the sacrifice fly. That brings up Fred Lewis against Chris Carpenter. 6-3 lefty. 6-3 is a single into right field. Single. Start things off by Fred Lewis. That brings up Ramon Hernandez. As a 3-10 right-hander. 3-10's a fly ball. That one's to Jay. Jay coming in, and makes the catch. Shoestring catch there, and that brings up Travis Wood. He's an A-bunter. Corners will come in, of course, so it's going to drop him down to a B. And he rolled a 7. That's going to be a good sack, and it's going to be first base to second baseman covering. Okay, so good sacrifice bunt there. And it went, it's going to go first to second baseman. There you go. All right, so going to second now will be Lewis. And Lewis there on second. 2 outs now for Stubbs. He doubled the lead off the game for the Reds. 4-3, a right-hander. 4-3 is a fly ball right field X. That's Berkman. He's a 4-6. 4-16. He'll get to that. And 9-11 on an E6 should be a good play. It is. And Berkman makes a good stop out there towards the line in foul territory for the out. And the Cardinals do not give up a run yet for Chris Carpenter. 3-0 St. Louis. Brings up Albert Pujols. 1-for-1. Home run in the first. 6-6 right-hander. 6-6 fly ball. That one's going out to Stubbs in center field. He'll make an easy catch out there for the first out. Brings up Matt Holliday, who's 0-for-1. 3-6, so lefty. 3-6 is another walk. Another walk there. Matt Holliday, not much of a threat. He's going to not even be held. Brings up Lance Berkman, doubled his first time off the wall. That is a 5-6 righty, 5-6, and it's a fly ball. It's going out to Bruce in right field, and he will make an easy catch out there. 2-A now for Yadier Molina. Top of the third inning. 1-4 lefty. 1-4 is a foul out. That was in foul territory. Rolling over by the stands. He makes the catch. Fouled out to third. And that does it for the top of the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Paul Janish, 0-for-1. 3-12 right-hander. And that's going to be hit by pitch plus injury. Again, we're going to just ignore all injuries. If I can find the hit by pitch, though, that would be wonderful. There it is. So Janish gets hit. Just a little bit on the arm there. Nothing bad. Joey Votto walked his first time up. 5-10 lefty. 5-10. That's ground ball shortstop. Terrio, 4E33. 4 and an 8. That's going to be close. We better look at that one. 4 and an 8. He gets to it. And 8, 9. Let's see. That's a G3. 3 and an 8, right? 3 and an 8 to G3. And a 8, 9 on an E, a 33 at short. 33 is a 13, 15, 16. So no error. Now I just have to see if the G3 with the runner at first, runners advance. So it's going to be an advancement. So it's going to be a ground out, and advance to second. Fielder is going to be short to first. There we go. All right. So that brings up Brandon Phillips 0 for 1. Janice at second. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 4-7. Righty. 4-7. And that's going to be a single into center field. Jay is a +1. Janice is a 13. That'll be 1 to 14. They're not holding them, so it'll be 1 to 15 on the single. Are they going to try and throw them out? 1 to 15. 1 to 15. They will try and throw him out. 1 to 15, and he's in there safe on the single. And Phillips will go to second, and he will score on the single. So a little bit of a risk there by the Cardinals. They didn't want that run coming in. It's a 3-1 ball game now. Phillips makes it to second on the throw home. Jay Bruce is up. Jay Bruce 0 for 1. 1 out, bottom of 3. 6-7 lefty. 6-7 strike 3 called. That is strikeout number 2 by Chris Carpenter. No, that can't be right. Hang on a second. Yes, that's the strikeout number 3. Correct. I was looking at the wrong line. I'm like, wait a minute. I know he struck out back-to-back when they had bases loaded. So that is strikeout number 3 on the day. That brings up Scott Rowland 2-0 now. Phillips is second. He takes his lead off. We are going to hold him. We're going to hold him. We don't need him getting that good lead with 2 outs. That is 2-7, and a right-hander 2-7 is a strikeout. Doesn't matter if we hold him or not, as long as he's swinging at bad pitches in the dirt. And that'll do it for the third. We go to the fourth. It is 3-1. The Reds were able to put up a run. Hey, Philip Reynolds, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Tyler Green's up. We're in the top of the fourth. 3-1 Cardinals going for the sweep here against the Reds in Cincinnati. 6-8. 6-8. He's a right-hander. 6-8. And that is going to be a single back up the middle over Woods' head. It's going to roll all the way to Stubbs in center field. A leadoff single for Tyler Green. That brings up John Jay. He's a really good bunter. They're going to play corners in. Are they going to play corners in? Green is an A Steeler, actually. So we got a few options here. Tyler Green is an A Steeler. Woods is a -2. Hernandez is a -1, which will drop him to a -5 from his A. We'll take him down to 1 to 15. But if they play with the corners in, thinking a bunt is coming, then they don't get the hold rating on that, and it'll take them to a 1 to -3. They'll get a -3, so 1 to 12. 1 to 12. They're not gonna hold them. They're gonna play corners in. They're not going to hold them. They're going to play corners in because John Jay is an excellent bunter. And an A bunter can reach base safely, as we've already seen. Roll 2, 3, or 4, he'll beat it out. So and John Jay, drop him down to a B. But he is batting .400 on the season, though. So we're going to just let it go. Nope. We're just going to let it go. So no steal attempt and no. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a hit and run. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a hit and run. Screw it. We're going to do. How is John Jay a hit and run? B? Could have been better. Could have been better. Let's see what happens. We're going to hit and run. That is a 4. That's going to be a single. Runner advances 2 bases on the hit and run. Single runners advance 2 base. So best option was just to let him swing away, and that's going to be a single 2 base advance by Tyler Green, and that's going to bring up the pitcher spot, which makes things interesting. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Do you want to sacrifice? John Jay, what's John Jay's steal rating? He is a D stealer, not very good. Carpenter is a bunter, so very good. Infield's going to play in. Infield's going to play in. Carpenter, what are you going to do, Carpenter? Are you going to bunt? I think he will bunt. It's an 8 on a B bunter. 8 on a B. 8 on a B says batter is thrown out by first baseman. Runners advance the base. So it is a Green will not advance. Obviously, they were just trying to get the runner from first to second. So that's just going to be a sacrifice bunt. Green will stay on his base. Jay will go to second. Carpenter will be out. And we'll just go 1, 2, 2 there on the ground out. So Carpenter does his job, gets the runner over into scoring position. 1 out now here in the top of the 4th. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Ryan Theriot, he is up. And he hit it foul. So not good play there by Ryan Theriot. Come on, Ryan, keep it in play. There you go. That is going to be a 5'11 right-hander, 5'11 fly ball left field. X. Left field is Lewis, 4E4 in left field. 4 and a 16, he's going to get to it. 6, 7, 8, 9 on an E4 should be a good play. And sure enough, it is a good play out there in left field. Now, I can't remember what the original roll was. Damn. Because I should have seen if it was a B or a B question mark. Damn. I guess since I screwed it up, we're just going to call that a fly ball, fly out, and no advance, as I can't remember what the number I rolled was. Huh. I don't recall. All right. Well, it's too bad, so sad, I guess. Poor Cardinals got screwed out of a run there, maybe. Nick Punto is going to come through for me and not make me look bad. Come on, Nick. I need to hit, or we're going to be mad that I didn't do that. As a 4-2 right-hander, ground ball first base, X, that's Votto. He's a 1E6. He's going to get to it. The question is a 12 on an E6. 12 on an E6. There is no 12, and Votto will take it to the bag, and the Cardinals could have had a run come in, but stay on your base, and it's going to just go down to first. Damn. So maybe screwed myself out of a run there for the Cardinals. Who knows? Al, Red Sox fan, how you doing, buddy? Rewind the tape. Ooh. Rewind the tape. It's a good idea. Oh, well. That's all right. That's all right. It's 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Fred Lewis singled his first time up. 2-10 right-hander. That's going to be a walk. Damn. That has got to be about the 4th or 5th walk by Carpenter. That is walk. Oh, it's only walk number 2. Really? I don't believe it. Ramon Hernandez 0 for 1. Lewis, not much threat to steal. They're not even going to hold him. 4-4 against the right-hander. 4-4. It's a ground ball, third base X. Why all these checks? Punto, 3E56. 3 and an 8. Oh my gosh. Is he going to get to that? 3 and an 8. He will get to it. 11, 12, 13, 14 on an E56. What number? 11, 12, 14 is an E1. Damn it. That's 2 errors on him now. E56 is just, ugh. Third baseman with a 1 base error. That brings up the pitcher spot, and corners come in. We know what's coming. Little Buntarooski here with nobody out. Whoop. And he hit it foul. 0-1 is the count. Didn't get that bat in front of him that time. Foul again. Come on, trying to get it in the hole. Oh, 10. Now this might be interesting. He is going from an A bunter to a B bunter in a 10. Batter is safe. Lead runner is thrown out by pitcher. Other runners advance the base. So Woods, dribbler to Carpenter. Carpenter throws it to Punto. Tags out Lewis in time. So that is going to be a ground out. Woods is going to be first. Hernandez is going to second. Lewis will be out on the pitcher to third baseman. Good defense there by the Cardinals, keeping the runs from advancing. Still 2 men on with only 1 out. Drew Stubbs is up. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 2-5. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is what Chris Carpenter is known for. Put the pressure on him, and what does he do? He strikes the batter out under these pressure situations. Carpenter on the year is only 3-5, mind you, with a 6.48 average. So not off to a good start for the Cardinals. Paul Janish is up as a 5'10". He's a right-hander, 5'10". Ground ball shortstop X. Good Lord. That's Terrio, 4E33. 4 and a 5 is going to be a single. 9, 10, 11 on the 33. There is no 11, but it's going to be a single. And Hernandez is only an 8 to advance. That was a 4-7. 5, 6, 7. 4-7 is a single. No, it was an error check. Why did I? 4. Oh, because I already rolled the dice again. Yeah, it was an error check. So Hernandez is going to stop. That's fine. He is going to stop, and it's going to load the bases. Load the bases. Again, second time in the game. First time in the bottom of the first inning, the Reds had bases loaded, nobody out. Carpenter struck out 2 batters and had a ground ball to second. Now with 2 outs, another big opportunity for Joey Votto. 1-7, and got him to fly out to center field. John Jay's going to make the catch. Side retired. Second time that the Reds had bases loaded opportunity and could not cash in. Albert Pujols, we're in the 5th inning. Albert 1 for 2 with the big 2-run home run. 3 and a 7 is going to be a walk. Nope, left-hander, sorry. It's a ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. 108, Matt Holliday. Got to remember lefties out there. Travis Wood is a left-hander. 1-6, so lefty 1-6, and that one is hit well by Matt Holliday, and that is driving Bruce back into right field, and that one is gone by Matt Holliday, his 7th home run of the season, and the Cardinals strike again. Power bats have come out here in Cincinnati for another home run. It is now 4-1 Cardinals. Only 1 out here for Lance Berkman. Berkman's got 12 home runs on the season. 4-7. He's going to be a right-hander. 4-7. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. So big pitch there by Travis Wood. 2 outs now for Yadier Molina. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 3-8. 3-8 lefty. 3-8 ground ball third base. Roland rolls up on that one and gets him plenty of time. Third to first and side retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1 Cardinals now with the home run by Matt Holliday. Brandon Phillips 1 for 2. 4-4. Actually, it should be Brandon Phillips. There we go. Brandon Phillips. What do we got? 4-4. He's a right-hander. 4-4. Ground ball third base X. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's Punto again. 3 and a 7. He's going to get to it. An 11, 12, 13 on an E56. There is no 13. Holy cow. There's 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 17, 11, 18. No 13. Punto made a check. I don't believe it. Oh my God. That's crazy. So Phillips can't believe Punto actually made a play. I don't know why he's in there. Good Lord. E56. He makes a lot of errors. Jay Bruce is up. 0 for 2 is Bruce. 3-8. Right-hander. And that one is hit well by Jay Bruce. That one's going out into right field. Berkman back to the wall. Back to the warning track. Back to the wall. Leaps up over his glove. Home run. Jay Bruce. That is his 6th home run of the season. And the Reds get that run back they gave up in the top of the 5th. It is now a 4-2 ball game. Scott Rowland, 1 out. Bottom of 5. 1-8. That is going to be a fly ball. That one's going out to John Jay in center field. He waits on it and makes a catch. 2 outs. Fred Lewis, 1 for 1 with a walk. Fred's having a good day at the plate. 3-8, and that's a ground ball to short. Terrio bobbles it and throws. Pujols holds onto it and tags the runner as if throw was offline, but it still counts as an out. So good inning there by Chris Carpenter. We're going to the 6th. 4-2 is your score here in Cincinnati. Tyler Green, 1 for 1, scored a run. 3-4 lefty, 3-4, and that one is hit well, and it's going over Stubbs' head. That bounces off the wall, and Tyler Green rounds first. He's headed to second. Stubbs can't corral it in time, and he's going to be on with a leadoff double by Tyler Green, and that brings up John Jay. John Jay, 1 for 1 and a walk. 1-4 lefty, and that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher holds Green back to the bag and then throws on. So here he's going to stay on his base, and it's going to go pitcher to first on the out. That brings up Chris Carpenter. Are we going to keep Carpenter in? He can go 7, so yeah, he'll stay in. And Carpenter, what is he going to do? He's going to... Corners are going to come in. With only 1 out, corners will come in. Carpenter will bunt. Oh, 9, though. That might not be good. 9 on the beacon, and batter is thrown out by third baseman. Runners advance. Okay, so it is still a good sack. Sacrifice bunt. Ooh, that was close, though. And we'll just call that pitcher to second base. Doesn't matter. All right. So Green goes to third, and 90 feet away. Wild pitch, pass ball, anything would be nice. We're at the top of the 6th, 4-2 Cardinals. Captain Carl is here. With STRATOMATIC, would you check the range section for 16 since the outfielder was a 4 range? The result is F2. The runner on third would have scored. Runner on second would have option to go to third. Yes, I have the STRATOMATIC fielding chart near me, by the way. It was to center field. What? So it was an F2. The runner on third would have scored. Is that what? Is that for me? Is that what the Cardinals were at bat? Yeah, I gotta look. I gotta pay more closer attention to that, don't I? Green's on third. Terrio's at the plate. It is. I was trying to rush and get this game done here because I got to go in about 15 minutes. And we're in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Runner third. Terrio 4-6 right-hander, and that's a single, 2 stars, and that's going to drive in a run. No doubt about that one. That one lands in there, and plenty of time. Cardinals pick up a run here in the 6th inning. Terrio, not much threat to steal with Wood and Hernandez out there. Punto Junto's 0 for 2, and he's about ready to get pulled because he's a terrible defender, unless he can do something with the old wood stick. That is a 6-7. He's going to be a right-hander, 6-7. And maybe he's done something with that wood stick this time, as he has. And that's going to be hit back into center field. Stubbs gets it, and that is going to be a single. Terrio gets a good read on that fly ball. He knows Stubbs not going to get it. He rounds second. He goes into third, and we have runners at the corners for the Cardinals, and due up is Albert Pujols, but more importantly, Travis Wood is now tired. They're going to try and get him through this inning. He is tired. Albert Pujols, 1 for 3 with the home run. We're in the top of the 6th, 5-2 Cardinals. Travis Wood against Albert Pujols. That is a 3-8, a lefty, 3-8, and that is not a good column. That is going to be a ground ball to Janish, and Janish throws it to Votto in time, and side is retired. It's just going to go, short to first. There we go. Nope, short to first. So the Cardinals get runners at the corners and can't capitalize, but the home run does help out, as it's now a 5-2 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ramon Hernandez is up. 1-5 against the right-hander. 1-5. That is a fly ball going out to Holiday. Holiday makes the catch for the out. Left fielder. That brings up the pitcher spot, but we knew Travis Wood is not going to be long for this game, as he is now tired. So we need a batsman. A batsman. It's going to be Chris Hainsey again. Yes, it will be Chris Hainsey. They actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bench, and they're all right-handers, so it's not going to matter. They're going to have to put a right-hander in anyway, so Hainsey's going to come in. Chris Hainsey, pinch hit opportunity. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That is a 3-5, and strike 3 called. So Carpenter says, I don't care who you bring in. I will just strike him out on that curveball. So that is strikeout number 6 for Carpenter. And that'll be it for Hainsey. What position does Hainsey play? Left field, center field, right field? Probably not going to be making it. All right, so back up to Drew Stubb, 1 for 3 with a double. That is a 1-8 right-hander. Strike 3 called, and that is back-to-back strikeouts by Carpenter to end the threat here in the 6th inning. Another strikeout by Chris Carpenter, and we go to the 7th inning. And coming in to pitch for Travis Wood is going to be Jose Arendano. Jose Arendano is coming in to pitch. The right-hander to face off against Matt Holliday, the right-hander, 1 for 2 with a home run. Matt Holliday, 7 home runs on the season. This is game number 41. 2 and a 4, and it's going to be ground ball to Phillips. Phillips backhands that, throws across, and gets him by a step. And 1 out. Lance Berkman, 1 for 3 with a double. 1 for 3 in the top of the 7th. 3-3, and that'll be a walk, as Berkman does not swing at the ball in the dirt. He'll walk. That's Yadier Molina's up. Yadi, he's a B bunter, and he's also a B hit and runner. Okay. We're just going to let it roll. That's a 5'9" righty, 5'9", and that one is hit well. Yadier Molina got a hold of all of that one, and that is headed well up into the center field seats. Out there, one lucky Cardinal fan has caught that ball and handed it to a young gentleman sitting next to him, probably his son, who's got a big smile on his face, knowing that he just got a ball that Yadier Molina just hit out of this park. He's going to take it and show all of his friends tomorrow at school, and he is going to be the talk of his neighborhood as he has caught a 2-run home run by Yadier Molina and the Cardinals. The bats have come out today, 7-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Still only 1 out. Tyler Green, 2 for 2 with a double, 1-9, and that will be a strikeout. So Aaron Dono gets the strikeout this time. And that will bring up John Jay. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. We'll have trivia question time in just a minute. Trivia time here. That's a 4-4 lefty. 4-4, that's a fly ball center field X. That's Stubbs. He's a 2E3. 2E3, and I'll get to it with an 18. It's 11. That's a 13 on an E3. E3, 13, and he'll get it. No problem there for Stubbs. And that will end the inning, but not before Yadier Molina makes one happy fan out there in the left center bleachers. Trivia time. Take me out to the ball game. Name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. So who was the batting? Name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. All right, we're going into the bottom of the 7th. We'll give you the answer here at the top of the 8th. But again, name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. And yep, it's probably dead ball baseball crap. But Paul Janish is up. He's 1 for 2. Paul Janish. That is a 6'5" right-hander, 6'5". And that one is hit well. And it's Holiday back to the warning track, back to the wall, leaps up and makes the catch, robbing a home run off Paul Janish. And that's exactly what was on the card. It was a home run other than a fly ball out to left field. So left fielder makes the play as the 20-sider says, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. 7-2 here. Bottom of 7. Joey Votto, 0 for 2 with a walk. That's a 5'10 lefty, 5'10. That's a ground ball shortstop X. Oh, boy. That's Terrio. Oops. Foul ball. Terrio. Oh, he's going to fail that. That's a 4 and a 3. That's going to be a single. And a 13 on an E33. And that is a error as well. So single and an error. Single and an error. There we go. On our shortstop. So the Cardinals with 3 errors on the day, all on the left side of the infield. Punto and Terrio need to go back to class on how to field ground balls. Votto is second. Phillips up at the plate. 4-7 lefty, 4-7, and that is going to be a single 1 star though. Single 1 star, so he's going to hold Votto at third on the single. Must have been an infield single. So runners at first and third, 1 out for J. That should have been on his card. Damn it. I looked at the wrong card. Probably was still a single though. So, all right, Jay Bruce is up. Had the wrong card there. My bad. Runners at first and third, bottom of 7. Jay Bruce has already hit 1 home run for the Reds today. He could make things really interesting if he gets a hold of another one off of Carpenter. 1-7 ground ball, second base. The right side of the infield is good. Green scoops it up, throws to Pujols in time. Nope. Wait a minute. Cancel that. Hang on a second. Whoa. 1-7. Okay, good. It's ground ball, second base, A. Double play. That's what I thought. Okay. So it's going to be a double play. I thought there was 2 outs. Doesn't matter. as that is going to be a 2. No, it's not going to be a 2. It's going to be a 4. Wow, my brain is gone. Sorry. Out. You can stand your little base. It's going to be a second to short to first. Double play to end the inning. And the Reds just don't have it today, I guess. Sometimes it's just not your day. We're going to the top of the 8th. It is a 7-2 ball game. 3 errors on the Cardinals so far, and that brings up Chris Carpenter. Carpenter is they're going to pull Carp. They're going to pull him now. Yeah, because he's probably going to be tired next inning anyways. So they're going to pull Carpenter, and they're going to put in. Oh, let's see. They're going to bring in. They're going to bring in the right-hander, the left-hander, Daniel Descalso's. Oh, what? Descalso, there we go. Carpenter, there we go. All right. Forgot to actually. So Descalso is going to come in and pinch hit. The left-hander against Jose Arenado. Oh, I forgot to give you guys the answer. So, yeah, name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. Name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. And Mr. Al Red Sox fan says Rod Carew, maybe Ty Cobb, and that was the only guesses we had, I think. If I missed your guess, I apologize. But the actual answer is name 2 of the 3 batting champions who failed to hit a home run. Ginger Belmont, Baumont, Ginger Belmont for the Pirates in 1902. Then you had Jack Wheat for the Dodgers in 1918. And then you had Rod Carew for the Twins in 1972. So there are your answers. Good Al Red Sox fans. The man, he got it. So we're starting the top of the 8th inning. Descalso in for Carpenter against Aaron Dono. 3-11, and that's going to be ground ball down to Votto at first. He'll make the play, and that will be the first out of the top of the 8th inning. Descalso, you're done for the day. That brings up Terrio. Terrio with 2 RBIs on the day. Not going to complain about that. 3-7, and that is going to be a line out to third as a 20-sider failed us. A line out right down the third line to the third baseman. And that brings up Nick Punto, 1 for 3 on the day, scored a run. Nick Punto. Come on, Nick. Top of 8, 7-2 Cardinals. Oh, foul ball. Couldn't get it in the hole. Sorry. 6-11, and he is going to be a lefty. 6-11. Right field X. That's Bruce. He's a 1E4. That's going to be an 11 on an E4. 11 on an E4. There is no 11, so Bruce is going to make that catch out there. In right field. That brings up the Reds now, right? So it looks like it's going to be who's coming up. I think it's going to be Trevor Miller coming in. I believe it's going to be Trevor Miller coming. Okay, all right. Yeah, Trevor Miller in for Descalso there. It's rolling. Okay, so it was rolling. I did flip the card. All right, so Scott Rowland's up first. That's okay. Miller against Rowland here. Lefty-righty matchup. 6-8. That's a fly ball headed out to Jay in center field, and Jay will wait on it. High pop fly. He's going to make the catch. 1 out. Fred Lewis comes up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. 4-4 lefty. 4-4. That's a fly ball going out to Berkman. 2 easy pop flies so far off of Trevor Miller. Right field. There you go. And that brings up Ramon Hernandez. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 7-2 Cardinals. I think they got 4 home runs, 3 or 4 home runs so far. And Ramon Hernandez, 0 for 3. 3-8, though. That's a good column for him. That is going to be a single. No, Miller's a lefty. Sorry, 3-8. Yep, it's still a single. Single off the lefty by Ramon, and that's going to be it. As Aaron Dono will be pulled for a pinch hitter, as they need offense. They don't need defense at this point. So they're going to bring in. Who are they going to bring in? Everybody else they have is good against the lefties. Cairo, Hannigan, Renteria, and Gomes are all good against left-handers. Not a single one good against right-handers. Well, but it's a good thing we got a lefty out there for him, isn't it? And so they're going to bring in Johnny Gomes. Johnny Gomes is going to come in and pinch hit. Johnny Gomes comes in, and the Cardinals are then going to counter, and they're going to bring in Mitchell Boggs, the right-hander. And they're like, okay, if you want to do that, then we'll do this. So they're going to bring in the right-hander, Mitchell Boggs, to face off against Gomes here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Hernandez on first. Not much chance to steal there off with Hernandez, but Johnny Gomes, 6'6", right-hander. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Hernandez will stop at second, though. Not very fleet of foot. So Johnny Gomes comes in and does his job, and that puts 2 men aboard for Daniel Stubbs. Righty-righty matchup. 4-10 right-hander, 4-10. That's a fly ball. Holiday waits on it and makes the catch. Side retired. 3 fly balls. 1 to left, 1 to center, 1 to right. Didn't help, as that will do it for. I'm not going to bring in Araldos Chapman at this point. We're going to bring in Nick Massett. Nick Massett, we're in the top of the 9th. 7-2 is your score. Pujols 1 for 4 and a home run today. 5-4 right-hander, 5-4 fly ball center field X. Stubbs 2E3, 2E3. And that is going to be a pretty high roll. That is going to be what? 10-15 on an E3 in center field, and that will not be an out. I mean, that will not be an error. That will be an out as a fly ball to center. So they catch a break there. That brings up Matt Holliday, 1 for 3 with a home run. That's going to be a 5-9 right-hander, and that one is hit well by Holliday, and it's going to go over Stubbs' head. It's going to hit the warning track and bounce over the wall. For a ground rule double. Just wanted to double check my math there. Ground rule double by Halliday. That brings up Berkman, 1 for 3 with the double. We're in the top of the 9th. 6-6. He's going to be a left-hander this time. 6-6. Strikes him out. Big strikeout there. And that brings up Yachty. Runner at second. Holiday takes the lead. They will hold him. Yachty, 1 for 4 with the home run. 3-4 right-hander. 3-4 fly ball to right, and that's going to do it for the top of the 9th. Fly ball to right field, and it's up to the offense or the defense now to hold it. Paul Janish against Mitchell Boggs. 6'8", right-hander, 6'8", and that's a ground ball second base X. That's a 4E32. Good Lord, do we have anyone on our team that plays defense? A 4 and a 1. That's probably going to be a single. And we got a 5, and that's going to be a rare play on the single thing, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, he rolled a 1 and he's at a 4. So that's an SI2 rare play. With the runner on first base, with no runner on, the batter hits a single, runners advance one base. Well, that's just wonderful. Rare play, he hits a single. Whoa, that was pretty rare. So Janice is aboard. That brings up Votto, 1 for 3 with a walk. We're in the bottom of the ninth. 7-2 is your score. 4-10 lefty, and that's a ground ball. First base B. That believe means it's a fielder's choice out at second. Fielder's choice out. It's going to be 1, 2, 6. So Votto's out. 1 out now for Brandon Phillips. Brandon Phillips not having a good series so far. He is 2 for 4. 5-9 right-hander. 5-9 strike 3 called on the outside corner. Swinging at the Nietzsche's. Down to their last out. 7-2 is your score. Runner at first. That brings up Jay Bruce. 1 for 4 with a home run by Jay Bruce. 4-6 left-hander. That's a ground ball. It's going to Terrio. He flips it to Green, and this one's in the books. Cardinals win 7-2. Ground out. We'll go. You can go to first. You will be out, and it's going to go 6-4 on the putout. And the Cardinals have pulled out 3 in a row here in St. Louis. I'm sorry, in Cincinnati, just as the wife says, dinner time. So we need to make things. She can just hold on to her pantyhose. This is game number 41, my friends. 41. We are more than a quarter of the way done. Wow. And there you go. It was one-sided affair in Great American Ballpark. The final score was St. Louis 7, Cincinnati 2. Chris Carpenter, 4 and 5. Pitched a fine game. He went 7 innings, starting 7 hits and 2 walks. St. Louis had a total of 11 hits for the game. Travis Wood, 2 and 4, was the losing pitcher. He got hit pretty hard, allowing 9 hits and 4 walks in 6 innings. For home runs, Albert Pujols his 13th, Matt Holliday his 7th, Yadier Molina his 6th, and Jay Bruce his 6th of the season. Doubles, Matt Holliday is 9th, Lance Berkman is 7th, Tyler Green is 2nd, and Drew Stubbs his 7th. Total walks was Chris Carpenter, 2 walks, or the Cardinals, 2 walks. Both of them went to Chris Carpenter. And Travis Wood, 4 walks, 1 by Aaron Dono for a total of 5 strikeouts. Chris Carpenter, 7, 1 for Mitch Boggs. That gives the Cardinals 8. And Travis Wood, only 1 strikeout by Travis, 1 by Aaron Dono, and 1 by Nick Massett for a total of 3. So there you go. That's game 41 in the books. We got to go to dinner time. Hope y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all later. Go Cardinals. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming by.